is Unfolding Me a Life Story. Unfolding Me a Life Story. Toastmaster Shubham. Timer, please note the timing will be 4 to 6 minutes. Over to you, Toastmaster Shubham. Over to you, Toastmaster
Thank
Shubham.
you. We have often heard people say that we get only one life to live. But here I am. I have lived three lives till now and hope to live more in future. And yeah, please don't take this like I'm Aparachit from that movie and I have that multiple personality disorder. No, it's not like that. Let me explain. My first life was when I was a proper towny boy. I was back then a small, fat, lazy kid wondering how to get good marks in school, but was very creative. I used to do different things like participating in my school in all co-curricular activities, making different things like craft, doing mimicry, dancing, singing, or anything else that did not concern with studying. However, being from a typical Indian family, study was the main thing which my family expected me to do. So therefore, my father decided me to send to me a boarding school after my class 6. And I know there was one more reason for sending me there, that at age of 13, my weight was around 60 kg. So just imagine how I was, a fat small kid. But that was the time when my second life come into the picture. And my second life is quite big as it contained ton of small events that changed me. It started from class 7th, but class 7th was the worst time of my life as I was in a new place with all the strangers and strange people in a different environment. Every day used to be a tough day for me. I got bullied by my seniors. My classmates were not friendly with me. And yes, hostel food was a different torture for me. Now I think that how I survived after eating that thing for 7 years. A child going through all that is quite horrible. And but as they say, there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. And I saw that light from starting of my class 8. From there, I started working on things like my obesity, laziness, and academics. I took part in different sports activities. I won trophies in volleyball and kabaddi. I actively took part in all the activities in my hostels, like celebrating Ganesh Puja, managing all things in Teachers' Day, and everything. Now, wait, don't wonder that how being a fat guy, how he won trophies in volleyball. So, for that proof, I have my trophy here. I have won. It's not a mendacious story. As I was going higher in my classes, I was also improving as a person. And by the time when school was about to over, like when I was in class 12, I was a boy with all the things. I was the fourth ranker of my class. Like I was in the fourth position of my class. I was a captain of my volleyball team. I knew how, I was a good musician. I used to play tabla and harmonium in my assembly. And yeah, I have ton of good friends from hostel and school as well. Overall, I was a confident guy, and I thought that okay, now life is good. I had lot of happiness in me. But my third life was about to begin. And it happened when I went to Lucknow for my graduation from National Postgraduate College. Again, new place, new faces, and I was the old Shubham who was well settled with the people and environment I was living with back in Bangalore. I thought that life had become perfect and now I could face anything. When I reached there, I was a bit nervous and excited too. I met different people talking about different stuffs like games, music, web series, and many more. But I was in hostel since class 7th. So I don't know all that. I felt little disconnected there. And 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 there I too went for the hostel, the college hostel. And yes, there is a lot difference between college hostel and school hostel. My college hostel was paradise and hell as well. Paradise because I got some good food and a good room with all the amenities, and hell because of different people having different mindsets. But my past hostel life helped me a lot in dealing with people. I made ton of good friends also, and we did many adventures. Like one incident I want to share. Once we went to watch Uri movie at midnight without informing anyone, any guard or any warden. And when we came back around 3 a.m. in the morning, the hostel gate was obviously closed. And we were also pumped up after watching Uri that we jumped over the boundary wall of the hostel and landed flat on the ground. Yes, we got some injuries, but it's okay to get some injuries because we got some memories too. Yeah, and on other side, my college life was nowhere near the Karan Johar's college life, like the Bollywood college. No big campus, no amazing canteen, no community clubs, nothing. All my expectations of an ideal college went down the drain. The only thing our college provided us were proper disciplined classes and proper notes, nothing else. But I met different people in Lucknow, and today I have all type of friends like party animals, toppers, travelers, and many more. And beauty of all it is that I have some true friends also. And right till now, I'm continuing with my life, third life, and I'm learning more things. As in first life, I was a small kid enjoying my life, living stress free. And suddenly in my second life, I get to know life in general. That okay, things are not easy. And I learned different skills. I made ton of good friends. And at that time, in my second life, when I was in class 12th, I thought life is perfect, and I am the only one, and I can face anything. But my third life made me realize that nothing can be perfect, and there is always a chance to grow and learn. So from this lesson, my hunger to learn is not stopped. Always remember, life does get better by a chance. It get better. Life does not get better by a chance. It get better by a change. Thank you.
I'm ready with evaluations. So, first of all, everyone, I would say I would request everyone to give a huge round of applause to all both the speakers because this was their first speech in this Toastmasters Club and in Toastmaster itself for them. And let's welcome them. And kudos for them to starting their journey as a Toastmaster. So I'm going to evaluate first Toastmasters Shubham's speech. Uh, he started with his speech so enthusiastically that everyone was quite attentive to listen to him, and started with his speech with a humorous note, like giving an example of a movie Apparatus. And also in between, also I could hear a lot of humorous content in his speech, like fat, small kid, and the body language he used while denoting that fat, small kid he was during the time of when he was a child. So this is all shows that how much he has potential in himself, being humorous and also expressing his emotions so well. So humorous, whenever there is humor in his speech, it immediately connects to the audience, and he did it so well. He had good hand gestures with him, and he was standing. That's why we were able to visualize him, his hand gestures as well as his body language. That was excellent and to the point. In between, he also used few vocabularies that was interesting, and we're going with the structure of the speech. So well done on that part. And since this is your icebreaker speech, I would not suggest you bombard you with a lot of suggestions. Only will give you few suggestions where you can enhance your speech for the next time. So you your speech had many stories, and all the stories were very interesting. But only if you could have structured your story, that sequence was missing, I feel so. Because if you had a connectivity in your story, it would have been more understandable. The other point was you were going a little fast. Your pass, if you could control your pace, it would have been understandable to the audience as well as interesting to the audience. So this is only suggestions, only suggestion from my side. And kudos to you for giving that icebreaker speech in such a wonderful manner. So your strong point is your humor, which you have used. You have great hand gestures and body language. Keep it up, and your stories are wonderful and interesting for all of us. only need to work on your structure of the speech with the sequence and also control the pace. This is all about from my side, and I give you all. I wishing you all the best for your future speeches. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shubham.